A Dance of Hope. The George Washington University students prepare to host their annual fundraiser. The event raises thousands of dollars for Washington, D.C.'s Children's National Hospital each year. The hospital provides critical life-saving treatments and healthcare services for local children and their families. The GW Dance Marathon is traditionally a 12-hour day of dancing, games, and raising money for the kids. But this year, COVID brings chaos to the event that helps so many. A cancellation would cost the hospital critical funds and resources, but how could the event possibly continue in the middle of the pandemic?
The reason I do GWDM is because it's a great way to give back to the DC community that has given me so much over the past 4 years as a GW student. This year, I'm actually in charge of planning the marathon as Senior Internal Director. Obviously, with the pandemic, we weren't hosting a big in-person event as usual, but it was really important for us to adjust to the circumstances and continue the marathon. At the end of the day, it's for the kids, and we couldn't give up on them this year.
The students from George Washington University decided to buckle up and host the marathon virtually this year. Yes, certainly a challenge, but one they felt they could take on. For 6 months, the students worked tirelessly planning the event and adjusting to the new normal. Their priority was to keep the event fun, all while trying to raise the most money as possible. The event changed from a 12-hour in-person marathon to an afternoon of 2-hour Zoom dance sessions, an Instagram Live, and hours of calling friends and family for donations. Children's National Hospital's Associate Director Harold Rich explained the afternoon further, saying it was a great success.
I think the fact that we were able to, because it's been a year now that we've been all so good at Zoom, able to know how to pump in music, make things fun, play games with breakout rooms, we really got to keep that energy that a normal dance marathon would have. Backgrounds in the Zoom, keep it colorful like we normally have in a dance marathon. So it really was that exciting energy that you get from a dance marathon, even though we were virtual.
In the past 2 years, the marathon has raised $120,000 in 2019 and $54,000 in 2020. With the switch to a virtual marathon, the hospital was expecting an 85% decrease in funds raised. With the hard work of the GW students, they cut this percentage to 50%, raising $27,000 for the marathon this year.
Although the money did go down, we really just look at every dollar raised as such a benefit. We have other corporations and other individuals who are still giving, others who have gone down because of how they've been affected by the pandemic. And so the more money, the more we're able to do at the hospital, but we are still able to do all of our normal operations. It doesn't impact the kids directly. And we're hoping that this is just a 1-year thing and that by next year we'll be able to all be in person again.
Despite the pandemic and despite the drop in fundraising, the willingness to put on the event came at a time when everyone needed a bit of extra help. Reporting from Washington, D.C., I'm Patrick McGuire.